And we're live. Morning thoughts, morning thoughts, morning thoughts. Shout out to the people going out to work this morning, Grand Rising family. Shout out to the people going out to work this morning. Shout out to the people coming in from work this morning. Extra, special, big up. Shout out to the people who work multiple jobs. I have the utmost respect for you. Shout out to my entrepreneurs, my stay-at-home moms and pops, my retirees. Shout out to the drivers. Uber driver, Lyft driver, truck driver, taxi driver, food delivery drivers, round town, long distance drivers. Shout out to my brother Troy Star's trucking vlogs on YouTube. Please continue to go over to Troy's channel and support his channel. Something's going on in Canada right now that I want everybody to pay attention to, and you will get a close-up look at it if you go over to Troy's channel. All right. Shout out to every single clean-hearted, good-hearted person who wants good for others as much as you want good for yourself. You're a good person. You deserve respect. All right, so I'm here this morning with some lemon in my cup, lemon and hot water. That's all I'm working with this morning. Taking a slurping sip for the people who don't like to hear me sip my tea. Big up for yourself and thanks for being here. So what we have on the board this morning is Minister Marion Hall has returned to the ministry. We're going to talk about that one because a big news. She has returned. Shenseea is getting ready to do her Jimmy Kemmel live. Y'all know that's a big deal, right? She has an album in the works. The album have some big name people on it and all these things. She was seen out recently with London on the Track, which is a famous record producer in the United States of America. He's also a very storied person as far as women and relationships go. So Shenseea was seen out holding hands, locking fingers with him. But Shenyan said he was just trying to help me from, to prevent me from falling, right? So we'll talk about that. And deeper than that, we're going to talk about reggae music going somewhere, dancehall music, reggae music, our culture, our music, our brand going somewhere. You know, like back in the 90s to early 2000s, we were everywhere. Everybody wanted to work with us. Now it's like everybody went Afro beats or reggaeton, and they're kind of like shying away from the original, which is reggae and dancehall music, right? So we're going to talk about all that and to see an artist crossing over. And my prediction, again, boy, I don't know. I don't want to pin no profit tag on myself, but I'm glad I have the videos on YouTube to prove it so you can go and look. I predict these things before they happen and then they do happen. But you could see it coming. Lila Ike, the reggae singer. I don't know where I'm coming from. Looking back on where the journey began. That girl there. All I gotta say is I'm strong. I'm strong. All praises to the Most High God. Lila came out and said, I am a woman that sings reggae music that's into women. And the whole place mash up. What? What? I bring your freakiness in our Rasta music. Hey, girl. They even cuss Chronix because Chronix co-signed her. Them cuss Diggy because he co-signed her, you know, Diggy and the Indignation Band, protege. And that, you know, them get cussed out long time and all kinds of stuff it was a big ordeal, a big deal. Well, she recently came out and said that we haven't heard from her, first of all. She disappeared under bizarre circumstances, yes, and we haven't heard from her until recently. Well, I was wondering like how she's doing. I hope she's all right. I hope she's safe. You know, I hope she's not somewhere contemplating suicide and all these things, given the circumstances. And she had a lot of support, but she had a lot of people who were dash a fire, you know, burn her out, run her out, kind of thing. She has come out to say that she was recently diagnosed with bipolar disorder. And she gave a good long explanation and all these things. So we're going to get into that part of the thing as well. That's what we're come to talk about this morning, people. We're going to keep it quite festive and try to put some reality in it as well, you know, because that's what we do over here. And try to keep it entertaining as well. Big up on yourself, and let's start the day off on a positive note. All right, let's go back to the top now and big up some people like we do every morning, and then we'll get into our topics. In the meantime, I want you to choose which one do we start with. All right. Miss Goldie Robinson is in the building. First one here this morning. Big up yourself and thank you for being here. Lady Merlina, thank you for being here. Asserin Odetta, thank you for being here. Carrie Ann Jones, thank you for being here. Carolyn Scott, thank you for being here. JJ, Florizel Watkins, thank you for being here. I've never seen that name before. Maybe I'm blind. Make Sense Entertainment. So Fine is in the building. Mystic Lion is here. Good morning, baby. Come give me hugs.
Good morning, Daddy.
Hold on.
Good morning, Daddy.
Morning, and you know you gotta say morning to my audience too, right?
Morning.
All right.
Look it. It's a Navia made in Germany lip balm. And it keeps your lips moisturized, actually.
Peachy.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I love you. I'll see you later.
See you later.
All right. All right. Back to the big up. So Fine is in the building. Mystic Lion there. Mystic Lion, big up yourself. Kitai Jai. I can't never say your name. Empress, big up yourself. Kayla Vibes Productions, big up yourself. Talk Truth in the building. Jet Shelley is here. Jet Shelley, good morning. Darren Brennan 305 tuning in. Big up yourself, family. And Mellow Beth, good morning. Thank you for being here. Kirby and Queen, Andrea Humphrey, VB721, Nicole Corey, Lisa Marie Chin King, Polly Girl. Polly Girl, haven't seen that name in a while. Lisa Watkins is here. Christine Simpson, King Biggs is here. Sasha Oliver is here. Miss Sharon is here. Shalyn Smichaels, Rosalind Smichael is here. Big up yourself and Mr. Article, Don and Audrey Minot and Charma the Star, Dylan Wright and Wayne Nathan and Sexy Body and Unstoppable J Lovely Cam. Janet Stewart, big up yourself. Bob Cosmic, you don't know already, manners and respect. And thank you all for being here. For those who I didn't call your name out, as I say every morning, you already know it's manners and respect just the same. I'm noticing something this morning. So there's an algorithm on YouTube. And before I get started, there's an algorithm on YouTube. And depending on how you put your video up when you're loading, getting ready, because there's a preparation process in order for you to go live. You don't just go live, right? So I've been playing with the algorithms. And this morning, I took out my demographics. And I can see right away that the numbers are different. It says 284 this morning. So what I did was I took out my demographics just to see what would happen. And that's what happened. I don't know. Sometimes YouTube tell us, like, give us ways to make your channel better to get more views. Like if you put this in and put this in, but every time I follow their instructions, it doesn't work. It actually does worse than what I have been doing, trial and erroring myself. So it's a thing me I try, right? And it didn't work this morning according to what YouTube expertise has given me. So I'm going to go back to my own thing tomorrow morning. But work with this morning. We're still here. All right. Just to give you a little inside of the inside. All right. So shout out to everybody. Where do we start this morning? Do we start with Lila Ike? Do we start with Lady Saw returning to the ministry? Or do we start with Shenseea and her holy things she got going on over there? Talk up now. Or I will just pick something and start. You have 60 seconds while I sip tea at the beginning. Bob Cosmic, Lady Saw. Shen. Okay. Saw, Marion, Lila. Saw, Ike, Lila, Lady Saw. I mean my name, Lady Saw. Go with her, Lady Saw. All right. Lady Saw it is. We'll go with Lady Saw, the witch. Jesus Christ. Queen. All right, we're gonna go with Lady Saw. We're gonna start off with Lady Saw this morning. So I went over to Facebook where Lady Saw's Marion Hall, Minister Marion Hall's platform is. I went over there this morning. You know, come I wake up early in the morning, you know, this is not just tech. It's from 4 o'clock I have to be up. See? So what we're going to talk about this morning that makes sense. I mean, I could talk about anything, but I want to talk about something that's interesting. And I said, let me go check on Minister Marion Hall and see if she is still preaching the gospel or if she has vacated the premises permanently. And she's back. She's back. She was over there this morning in a mood that I find quite, I don't know. She was basically just telling our audience that she's back. So over here you have an article. Minister Marion Hall, formerly Lady Saw, has returned to her ministry, has resumed her ministry on YouTube though. So for those of you who follow her and you want to hear her style of preaching and her bringing the word and all this stuff, then you can now find her on YouTube. No longer will she be on those other platforms. She claims that the devil is on Facebook and the devil is on Instagram. So she will steer clear of the devil's playground, but she's gonna be on Facebook. Um, well, Minister, welcome to Facebook. You will soon quickly find out that the devil, this is the devil's ramping shop over here. Over here. So be prepared. Whatever ran you away from Facebook and Instagram, YouTube, devil ramping shop. Ready? I hope you're ready. All right. And don't come over here soft skinned. Make up your mind and know what you're gonna do. I just think that honestly, what it is YouTube is a better platform, period. Not because I work on YouTube and I have business on YouTube, I'm going to say that. But YouTube is a better platform. I've properly done my research, okay? And YouTube is a way better platform. People say all the time, SouFlo, come on, man, go live on Instagram, go live on. When I go live on these platforms, they do nothing for me. They do absolutely nothing for me, and time is precious. So even if I'm going to have fun talking, right? I want it to be a means to an end to something bigger, greater. YouTube provides all that. All those other platforms don't provide. Read between the lines of what I'm saying. I don't have to spell it out for you. Okay? YouTube provides all that. The other platforms do not provide all that. And I've seen people who are popular on Facebook and Instagram, big stardom, try to come over to YouTube and it didn't work for them. Their audience didn't follow them over to YouTube and they couldn't gain a new audience on YouTube. So they have to go back over to where they were originally. Lady Saw is dealing with God and church and these things. Those people normally follow who they follow. So any which part them go. So she should be okay. But please understand that there is no different over here. This is the devil's ramping shop. This I don't know playground. This is the devil ramping shop. You understand? I'm gonna rough her up over here. I'm just giving a warning. All right. So this came after she revealed last Tuesday that she would walk away from her calling. Remember, she clearly stated that she was walking away from her calling, and those who were fighting her down is they've won. You've won. You win. I surrender, and I will no longer be doing this ministry stuff on any social media platform. My words, this was her words. I'm paraphrasing and quoting. This is her words. I will no longer be doing this ministry stuff on any social media platform. But now she's on YouTube. So I'm wondering if isn't YouTube one of the social media platforms? But okay. She's human. She's entitled to misspeak. So she misspoke. And now she's back to clarify herself, right? And now she's saying, what I meant was, in the army we have something that says, you see when the story starts out, we'll see what happened was, you know it's gonna be a top story, right? Okay, you see what happened was. So she came back with, what I meant was, you see Instagram, Facebook for years since I start to preach, it has been a mess. I'm taking this directly from the Gleaner article that they just printed for her. Because you know, the people like Minister Marion Hall or Lady Saw and these people, Spice and all of them, they have easy access to the media outlets in Jamaica. Like if them want an article in the Star or in Gleaner, it pop up tomorrow. If me want an article in there, I gotta call 10 people, just like the guy from the Gleaner. When he sent the copyright infringement thing to me, after we settled it, I said to him, I said, so how come I can't get an article in the Gleaner? Because I've written to the Gleaner before requesting to have an article posted in the Gleaner and nobody responded. And I did it multiple times and nobody responded. And so I went to go research, how do you get an article in the Gleaner? And all the links that popped up, I contacted all of them and nobody responded. And he said, maybe because you're contacting the wrong person. And then he gave me a link to contact them, and I did, and nobody has still responded. So that kind of tell me like maybe they don't like you, maybe they don't want you on their stuff, maybe they choose who. Because I'm not begging, it's a for sale service, and if you're charging, I'm paying, right? So I don't know, but I can't get in there for no reason whatsoever. But these people, they have the access to it. You know, you have your management team and you have this person, know that person. They've been working together for years. So Lady Saw decides to walk away from her ministry, boom, front page. Lady Saw returns to her ministry, boom, front page. Lady Saw says she misspoke and she wants to fix up her statement that she, boom, front page. You know, it's easier for them. So I'm taking it directly from there. And I heard and saw her say it this morning when I went over there. Said this. What I meant was, you see, Instagram, Facebook for years. Since I started to preach, it has been a mess, but it get more so like a year ago. This is what she explained. Then recently, I start seeing some people, as I said, popping up, and I know there was going to be trouble. I will never turn my back on God. Not after all that he has done for me. I just can't bother with the setup. Moment of silence. R.I.P. See, she later added, in the name of Jesus Christ, they gotta subscribe now to see me. As I said before, read between the lines. In the name of Jesus Christ, they gotta subscribe now to see me. You know, a lot of people making money from us by bringing our name. It's like they don't have any content. What God was about to do for me, the Spirit of God just sabotage. What God was about to do for me, the spirit of sabotage turned up. Hall, who usually has a Sunday service as well, said that her manager changed her Facebook password so that she could not, so that she could steer clear of social media. This is, I don't want to take this call right now. This is family call. You have to go call back one another time. She said that her manager changed the password to her Facebook so that she could steer clear of social media. Live on the air this morning. One family.
Yo, good morning. But I talk about it.
Don't do it.
But I talk about it.
Yeah.
Yesterday, you say I talk about the trucker and the convoy thing, because you're saying about bring up that, but I still never get that through. Yeah, people in my laugh already.
What?
But I talk about it this one.
The trucker thing we are going in Canada.
Yeah, you're saying I talk about your bridging trucking service then and what's going on.
TriStars. Yeah.
Yes, but you come like time run out by you. Sometimes I wish if you take your program that go a little longer, you know, at least an hour longer.
Yeah, true. But what we want people to do is go over to his channel first. May I give them some time, and then we're gonna talk about it.
Yes, but you know I ask you, brother. Who on Google? And when I say who on Google, you can't just say the JV for them or something. May I try to show you something?
Who runs Google? Who own it?
Yes.
Me no know.
All right. Well, people need, you see me, if you notice sometimes a reason with you, sometimes always I try to bring out a highlight on certain things.
Sure.
All right. Watch out now. In Facebook, owned by the same Jewish. If you go research the background of the boy who on Facebook, you will see the same Jewish people them own it. Instagram, Jewish people. You see me I say Facebook, Jewish people. You see me I say Google, Jewish people, brother. Snapchat, Jewish people. Google satellite. When something is looking at your life with a googly eyes, what that means?
That means them like want you, them want. I mean, not that it mean lusty eyes.
Googly eyes.
Are yeah, suspicious behavior.
Googly eyes. Yes. That means that they might look for you certain way because they know something that you don't know. So they're making fun of you. Oh. You not recognize that everything, every human intelligence and knowledge, them accumulate these things and praise that and Google. Google is very intelligent because human is walking university now.
Same.
Every knowledge what the human have in them place it, then go place it from Google, you know. So you must understand that even the Google eyes, the Google satellite and them something there are actually watch it, it accumulate, it take information just like Android man where they in your phone.
Yeah.
If you watch Star Wars, the Android man in a Star Wars, what does the Android man do in a Star Wars?
When do? Me don't know, me never watch Star Wars. The
Android man in a Star Wars give information and he takes information.
See.
Okay, so the Android phone where you have is very intelligent that they even some of the drone them even have drone out there where Android drone them where they can do one what they call it hashtag and it find you. Because drones are something that you usually day in the army, so you know what I talk about. GPS and drones are things where they use to find them.
Right.
Zine. So you must understand
and more than that.
These little things what they might give it are some technology them where they might use to narrow down things from people. So they can easily find you. People must understand say even the Google satellite are something. So when ladies I said she have left from
Facebook and Instagram because the devil playground.
First of all, we don't want brother, just because I don't want to say certain things.
Yeah, don't say it.
Because sometimes I need for family, sometimes I need for reason when they are show you certain things after the year.
Same.
You see me, but as I say, I'm talking about the head today, but you must understand, see, the same devil where you are run from Facebook. And another thing, I think she need help. I really think this woman here need help because she's confused and she has got through something.
I said that before. I said there's a confusion thing here with Lady Saw, and I don't know. You know, you have to speak like, let me tell you again, we unite again. Anytime somebody draw a God, Jesus, church, and all that, right? And use that as them shield and armor, it's kind of hard. It makes it harder for you to even speak the truth. Because even when you speak the truth, it's going to be rejected. So the skill now comes in where you can skillfully find a way to get that message through without disturbing that something. It's like disturbing the empire. You see me? So once you start talk about if I come to address Lady Saw now, I'm say, say she look like she need help, like real confusion I go on. I don't know. She something I got. You got here, leave the lady alone and Jesus Christ, this and that, and move on, go from your son, a blasphemer, and like God. And so me have to skillfully find a way to say what I have to say. Now, sometimes I have to speak and say read between the lines. Sometimes I have to say another thing. Yeah.
If you get a calling to come preach to the people, them, and you all tell yourself, say you have left that calling there. This will be your daddy man or your master.
Yeah, but them not say that the master forgive 70 times 7 and these things, so them can make mistake and come back again, and they will be forgiven.
And the master forgive all the man who rape all little people them and kill all the old man and rape all to down.
Yeah, as long as them say, I submit and I surrender and forgive me and I am wrong. And
me not understand the master there.
Yeah.
Me can't understand this master here because if there was so then we don't need no judge and not quote of them, brother.
Because they're forgiven. You ever hear me say this yet on social media You ever hear me say this yet on YouTube? Right here so on this channel. You ever hear me say it? You and your religion have nothing to do with karma and laws of the universe.
Right.
You can run go to church.
Right.
when you're wrong, say, all right, you're wrong me, you did a wrong against me, you know, say me a man out the road, a boss head, right? You can run to your God and you say, you know, say me rape SouFLo daughter, and you find out, and boy, the justice system never give him the justice because them fail to lock me up and everything like that, see? But me pray to my God about it, and I've changed my life. And 10 years later down the road, I'm supposed to be good now. So you come out and walk road and you have a Bible and you preach and you say, yes, I've done all the wrongs in the world. I've raped, I've committed crimes, I've sinned against God, but I've humbled myself and brought myself to his feet. You know what I'm going already. And beg for his forgiveness, and I have been forgiven. That's between you and your God. Here, karma now. Karma is in a gunshot for me. I say, when I see you, you're done. And that's that. See, your God forgive you, but I didn't. And karma gonna deal with you another way. And it don't even have to be me. It could be just somebody else you did that to before. And for them, people catch up to you before I did. And so on. So karma comes right back around. Or it could be passed on to your own seeds, where you have to go now witness going through what you put other people through before. So, I don't know, some people don't understand that, but religious people are always under the impression that it starts and ends with asking their God for forgiveness. You see me?
Yeah, and so then things that they can run going in the building, because the building is a holy place, and the building have a guide and protect them from them judgment. When me know says, you can't run to nobody to save you, because there's no such thing as gonna save you like that. Action come with reaction.
Right, and that's the laws of the universe right there.
If you put out good action will come back to you, because it's a calculation.
Sir. Yes.
It is a calculation.
And next thing, hold on there. And next thing my grandmother always said, you know, my grandmother always said, bless her soul, she recently passed away, but Mama Ruby always said this. She said, when you see some people suffering in public, don't be too quick for jump in and feel sorry for them and try to save them and stuff. Sometimes sit back and watch, because usually as something what they've been doing in private, the most higher flag them for in public to make them know, so you can't hide, right? So everybody will run around and be like, Jesus Christ, how that happened to him? And him is a good man. I mean, never seen him hurt nobody yet. Why this happened to him? You know, is there a God? How could this be happening? And my granny used to say, yeah, just sit back and watch, because humans think they can run, but you can't run from your actions, because once you put that energy out into the universe, once you put that energy out into the universe, it's out there. And that energy will gain force and momentum, and it's coming back. So make sure you put out good.
Because the same wind will blow go east, west, and north, and south.
Yes, sir.
West, and so it's coming back, you know.
Yes.
Because everything, if you don't recognize that energy and actions are actually calculation, it's a math.
Yes, it is.
It's like doing mathematics.
Facts.
So everything has to come back to where from the beginning, from where it started, right? So I'm saying that you can't run going on building and think say you'll get saved from doing your evil to other people. It doesn't work like that. So you can't come tell me say, yeah, use God as a firewall, come now come here.
Yeah. But you know them thing go already. I mean, I preach and beat them down every morning, because hear what? Grown people are the truth, but them want truth.
But that's a show people say them have to start think and start using.
No, me not say you. Me not say you a beat them down. Me not say you a beat them down. Me like when you talk your talk, and something you say me can't say. Because me like give the floor and make a talk your talk. But I'm saying me not spend no time I beat them down, because what I've come to realize is this, and I said it in the beginning of the year. I said it's 2022, right? So I'm not making no excuses for no grown person. If you're grown and you don't have some kind of learning disorder or something, then you know. It's like you're in a relationship with somebody then. And your mate, me's a man. So me there with a woman. So my woman now, me find out that she cheat on me already. Right? And then when me find out, me say, babe, why you do me like that? And she said, I don't know, it was a mistake. I wasn't feeling this kind of way. I wasn't feeling loved and whatever. And I say, all right, I forgive you. And we go back with the relationship. And then she go do it again. And this time now, me I go say, nah, you did this before and you did it again. And she give me one next excuse again. It's time we top tech people excuses here, sir. Adults, grown people do what they do, know why they do what they do. who don't want to hear or who don't want to subscribe to intelligence and truth and common sense, they know why them do that also. So we can talk all day. Who want to hear, I go hear, and who don't want to hear, don't care. And that's how it goes.
I got tell us something. You have a pastor boy down there with just them same rape off a couple people. Well,
7.
Yeah, so them find him now. I like that. No, you have people where they're in Africa who suffer from starvation and them things. When I wonder if these people now pray to one God, and then God knows he said them are dead for hungry. How much millions of them are dead for hungry before God answer them prayer? That God there, the God where they matter about.
Yeah, the same one.
About the God will mean about. The God will mean about no say tell me something to plant food in the earth.
Yeah.
You see me I say?
Yeah.
The God will mean about tell me something to worship nature. The God will mean about tell me something to love the earth. You see me I say and make sure some love that woman that we may walk from because the earth is a woman and we must always remember say from that woman that every living thing came from this woman that we walk from. The earth is a living thing. Take up some dirt and put it in a cup and plant a seed in your house. It's not connected to the dirt outside. It's a dirt isolated in your house in a one cup. Still have life in it.
Facts. Deep one. Facts. Man.
You see me?
Yeah.
So let me ask the next last thing I said to you. Do you ever recognize that Jamaica? You know, I'm gonna come with the shallow minded thing. Come check this out. You recognize that most of the parts them in Jamaica have something named what? Saint attached to it.
Like Saint and Saint.
Let me ask something. What is the saint thing here? What does it have? Who does it? What kind of religion does it connect to?
Partner.
The religion was saint. The word saint. What does it connect to?
We know the Catholics talk about saints.
Yes. What does it connect to?
Give me, I guess the regulars.
All right. Yeah. Saints are Catholics.
Right.
See? If you notice that most of our parish full of saints, actually I tell you, sir.
Besides the fact them trample over this one and conquer it and have it under them control, me don't know what else. What else to tell you, sir?
It show you say there's a set of people that in control of these places.
Yeah, man.
The whole Jamaica.
Yeah.
You see me, I say it's been controlled by a set of people. There are 3 sets of people there in the world. With the whole of them. England, Rome.
Erica Spencer.
The heads of church. And the same Jewish people that we talk about. Because sometimes some people blame one set of people, but they not recognize that there's another set of people they actually need to pay attention to. I'm saying this to you that we Jamaicans need to pay attention to certain things. Because other people may follow and come and reason with you. I study when I study and I look through things and I recognize that that's why you have to use a brain. Because I recognize that them Saint Catherine and them Saint Mary and them Saint Anne and them Saint James is a bag of funny man from them Catholic church.
Oh.
All right, little more, yeah?
All right, my brother.
I'm talking about it no more.
All right. Go on.
All right.
All right, so as always, I joy. Listen up. Let me clarify something real quick. So somebody just said, so when I try to say every word with saint tonight is corrupt. No, man, that the man has said, man. Why not always carry the thing go sideways? He specifically said the places that are named with saint in Jamaica, what is that about? And he dropped like a knowledge upon that. Now, whether that is facts or not, it's his, again, SouFLoTV's views and opinions are not necessarily the views and opinions of the people that call in, but this is an open platform and the number is available to anybody who wants to call in and say what you want to say. All right? Even one time you're saying it against me, it's cool. Call in. Speak your mind. All right? All right. So, yeah, Lady Marion Hall says, what I meant was, so she's now clarifying the fact that she said she was going to leave and she will not do any ministry on any platform. She said no platform straight across the board, but she's on YouTube. All right. She said, I will never turn my back on God, not after all that he has done for me. I just can't bother with the setup. You know, she sounds like she come back for Trace again. Now, the part that get me is this, though. She's coming over to YouTube, right? And on her way over to YouTube, content creators are already getting cussed out. Them are going like them don't have no content. Content creators are already getting cussed out. Them use we and talk about we like them don't have no content. What God was about to do for me, the spirit of sabotage turn up. Marion Hall, who usually has a Sunday service as well, said that her manager changed her Facebook password so that she could stay clear of social media. She also used the service to speak about her St. Ann property being sold to recover the $3 million in damages for a 68-year-old woman that was, her dog then bite her up in 2009. She said that she was in America. We go over that one here already. She was in America at the time and undergoing in vitro fertilization treatment so she could conceive a child, and which it didn't work. And that the woman was hired by her sister to do some days work at the house. She said that she locked the dogs up when the lady came. Hall stated. She said that while the lady was there washing clothes, there was a puppy that was out. But what they normally do is wash at the back on the first floor. They would then tell whosoever is in the house that is ready to drive them back down the hill, that they're ready. So she said that the lady said, she said the lady said, sister, me ready. She said, okay, come in. So she went outside. She let out the dog because there was no one there. Contrary to reports, she said that she only had one dog and she had a puppy. Right? Yeah, 2 tablets. One dog and she only had a puppy. My sister went out and she let the dogs go, but then apparently the lady washed her under tights. So she took a broomstick and she went out with the broomstick to get her under tights. That's when sister already let out the dogs. She shouldn't go back out there. She should be going upstairs. So that lady would drive her out. But she didn't tell sister that she was going outside, and she opened the grill back downstairs and she went out, and sister heard her crying out and run down there. Minister Hall said that her sister took her to the doctor and paid her bills and helped her with other expenses. And as a result of her not being able to work, Hall claims that greed entered the picture when the woman's son asked her for a car. Buy me a car now, which was not granted. I'm not buying no car. Shortly after, she was hit with a lawsuit and a story that the woman was her longtime helper. I didn't get to go to defend myself, so they said that I should give her $1 million. Now, at the time, that was too much. And the thing that I needed out of it was to clear my name. I said, okay, get her back in court, put her on the stand, ask her, how does my bathroom look? How does my room look? What color is my room? Because she never come up in there to me. In the end, Hall was ordered to sell the property for no less than $75 million, but said that she had no qualms about it, as she had been trying to sell that property for the longest anyways. Remember me telling her? As she was been trying to sell that property for the longest anyway. So good for the property gone up for sale. All right. Moving forward, she's just focused now on delivering God's word, and said that she is also working on a documentary. She has projects in the works. Minister Marion Hall, our lady, still a throw over there, man, because, listen, in this thing that we do on YouTube, yeah, when them start talk about them going like them not have no content and them always a talk about we. Now you name lady sir. You name lady sir. We talk about popular people and popular events that happen all the time, right? That's what commentary is. That's what most of these vloggers talk about and all this other stuff. And don't act like you don't know how the machine works. See, the hypocrisy, I can't take it. I can't take it. Just come out and say to your audience, say, oh no, she has not directly addressed I'm walking away. will not be doing ministry on any social media platform. And all know she hasn't addressed that. And the thing I don't like about church people and them is that they allow anything and everything as long as you continue to say Jesus and hallelujah and God. As long as you continue to say that, you can't do any manner of friggery you want to do or say. See, us talking about you, Lady Saw, is promotion for you. And I know you're probably saying, oh, you minions, I'm high up there. I don't need you to promote me. Well, we are the people. In case you haven't noticed, things have changed, right? Just like we said, you couldn't go back in a dance hall right now because things have changed. You would have some people, but I bet you won't do no #1 bookings. I bet you won't be booked out solid right through, doing big shows, getting big checks like Spice is doing right now or like Shenseea is doing, because things have changed. It's a different stage now, right? This vlogging thing, a whole heap of people depend it with them vlogging channel and all this. You pay respect to that. I find there's a hostile environment for anybody who was able to cut and create a lane for themselves. And I told y'all before, I always wanted to do this kind of stuff, right? But I would have to go beg people. Take a look at my reel now. I can do a live morning show, on your JBS or your FM 102 point whatever, and they'll be like, no, because we don't know you, and you're not connected to the people we know. And then behind my back, them laugh at, oh, that boy, and don't come up in here. You can't come in here. Access denied. Shout out to YouTube. Big up to YouTube. The world has changed, right? People are now able to form their own platforms, grow their own audience from grassroots, maintain that audience if they put work into it, and also promote your brand in the process of talking about you. What she should do is be thankful that there are some of us that are not out here to tear her down. I talk about what's happening, what's already out in the public. That means me not add nothing to it. I don't take away nothing from it. And then I give my personal opinion. My personal opinion is always out of respect. I don't disrespect her and say, that girl idiot, I don't talk, call her out of her name. I don't call anybody out their name, and them kind of something there. So when you do that job right there, it's a hypocritical job, because I know that you understand how this works. If nobody talks about you, you're done. Period. If nobody talks about you, you're done. And you know that. That's the reason why you start. This is perfectly engineered. The reason why you said I'm leaving is because you know everybody would be shocked. You want to be honest now? Is because you know everybody would have been like, oh my God, Minister Marion Hall, and she said them come down on her too hard and she'll leave. I was she had the backslide. No man, let me go look this up. Numbers start to run up. See there? Is it true or fake? No, it's real. See the video there? Let me see what else she's gonna say again. Oh, she responded. No, she said this. Stop it. You know how the machine works. All right? And we know how the machine works too. See? So you give us something to talk about. We talk about the something. You get some views. We get some views. That is how the thing works. Let's be real and be honest. I hate when time them come and talk about how me don't need them, like somebody was telling me one time, move and go, boy. My artist don't need your promotion and all this. I said, okay, you know what I did? I already did my research on social media. And me look and she said, nobody name really talk about your artist. Me not even call the artist name. So I said, okay, I stopped calling that artist name too. And I used to do extensive videos on this artist. The views had hundreds of thousands on it. See? All right. My artist don't need your promotion. And who you? Where's your artist now? Your artist ain't booked for no shows. Your artist don't have no records out. Your artist name ain't calling nowhere. When we stop talking about you, you're gone. All right? And Minister Marion Hall has projects on the table. She have documentaries coming. You see how me I say it? But this is me letting people know. This is still promoting her stuff. Yeah, you know what? I think me and Lady Saw need to talk. No, I think me and she need to like talk as person to person. Because me have some things that me could have said we can put her upon one straight and narrow. She might be older than me, but she probably ain't that much older than me. And she can learn from me as well as I can learn from her. But now she needs to talk. I don't know if she have a publicist or she has a PR person or something, but some of them need that. And like Spice said herself, for years she was her own everything, you know, and sometimes you could tell. You could tell when an artist don't have or when they do have, but they're still the person in charge, as in you hire somebody to handle certain things for you, but the person is a yes man. So the person can't tell you, say, no, don't put it out like this, because they're going to look at it in an offensive way. You know, they're talking about you, let them talk about you. Who you want to contact, you can contact them and say, hey, let me clarify the story for you. If my phone ring and a lady says, she says, SouFlo, you said some things, but let me clarify the story for you. I would be excited. I'm a Lady Saw fan, right? And I would come out, and so would any of the other people who've been talking about you. But me, I talk about me, and I'm talking about what you did, as in it's published. I don't know, made up stuff. So when she's gonna say them are going like them not have content and them all talk about we. Come on now. Come on now. Live on the air with SouFlo. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, family. Loud and clear. How you doing?
I'm good. I'm good. You know what? I like that manager.
The one
that took
our password.
Facebook.
The one that took our password and changed it so she don't go back on social media.
Yes, I like him. But you know Shame is Shame, right?
It's got to be.
No more than Shame, because she knows stupid stuff, you know, say Facebook, WhatsApp,
all connected. And it's all social media.
YouTube are the same thing.
All right. But she know what she was doing though. Trust me, she know what she did though. That never just come as no outburst and then no oops. She knew what she was doing.
They said the pushback what she get. It was she never did not expect that, because she had to say everybody's here spice.
Saying.
So she never did not expect that pushback there.
And she got a hell of a pushback, but she got enough support to, you know. Now give it up to her. She got enough support to, but she got a hell of a pushback. And I think at the end of the day, she got what she wanted out of it, was for people to be talking, and now eyes are on her. So now that she's moving her platform to a monetized platform, she'll be getting her coins, because over on Facebook she'll talk a lot, but she wasn't getting paid how she was supposed to be getting paid for it. I don't blame her for wanting to get paid for her time and services, but just say that's what it is though. Don't bother come under no guys of them push me out from over there.
SouFlo.
Yeah.
You know, say YouTube not nice. If you see all them
Facebook and Instagram not nice neither are the same thing. It's the same thing, mom. The difference is they followed her there and she wasn't anywhere else.
And you go over there and them besties start to put that channel left, right, and center.
Listen up. If she did that on YouTube before, she would have realized. If she was doing multiple platforms before, watch this. This is the test stick. If she was doing multiple platforms before, she would have realized, or we would be able to show you that all the platforms are the same. People can cuss you up on Facebook the same way them cuss you up on Instagram the same way them cuss you up on YouTube, right? I don't know difference. Here's the difference.
Money is figure about you.
Money is the difference.
As if when somebody a fight for your channel come down.
You'll be surprised.
So it's wicked over there, so.
You'll be surprised. No, man, me do this, so me I tell you, it's no wicked there nowhere. It's the same thing all across the board. I the same fight. At 7 years now, me I go past 7 years now, me I do this, you know. And I've had all my bumps and run-ins with this, you know. Me have people and them lawyer contact me.
I don't really hear she about, you know, she honestly did I walk her from the church.
Me not think so. And from morning, we never think so. You think she'd have walk away?
You think she means to walk away from the church?
You think she needs to, or you think she was? And may God forgive me.
We done with the church. But look like some of them same church people that get up on you know?
Right, that's all. Right, that's all.
Yeah, that's my thing.
Yeah.
Anything she do, we shall let you know.
You see it there? Right there. Anything she do, wish her luck. And all the best.
You can't take my stripe. He can't take your stripe. Because you have your crowd, unstoppable have them crowd, everybody have them crowd.
Right. And you just do your thing and go through.
You do your thing and go through.
Yeah.
So, let's wish her luck. Let's see.
Same way. Bless up. Yeah, man. So, it's not no hateful nothing, but when you're coming over to YouTube, understand that this platform, yeah, it run that way there. Just like that. You know, what YouTube has done recently, I'll tell y'all. What they have done recently is this. They took away your ability to hit the thumbs down button. Listen, it might come back, so I'm not laugh too hard. But can I tell you this? There's somebody or a group of people out there who hate me so much that from them started. Could you imagine you put a video up, right? And the video is 20 minutes long. And within 30 seconds of the video going up, the video have 2 thumbs down on it already. Every video, every day, no matter what time I put them up. I put the video up 2 o'clock in the morning, thumbs down, thumbs down. Then 2 thumbs down they run first. I put the video up in the evening, 4 or 5 o'clock in the evening, daylight, thumbs down. I put it up early morning, broad morning, like 7 or 8 o'clock, thumbs down. So there were people that were actually following me and are subscribed to my channel just so they can hit don't like. And I wonder to myself sometimes, like, yo, like, people sick. Imagine me dedicating so much of my time. Like, I got kids in my house. I'm never think, Kai diaper want to change, or Milani diaper want to change, Kai need to do this and that. But I have to stay glued to this because as soon as they put a video up, I like thumbs down. As soon as it, and I said to wifey yesterday, I said, imagine how that person they search them phone right now and look for a way if you put a thumbs down on it, not realize it. Say, YouTube take away the thumbs down ability of it. Them must be punching air and kicking. We can't put no thumbs up on the video again. We can't put no thumbs up on the video again. They must be there like pulling out their hair and stuff like that. I said before, I say, you know what YouTube should do? YouTube should actually require everybody to use their true person identity, right? Verified. And then they should also, if somebody give a thumbs down on a video, they should release the identity of the person, like this person thumbs down, this person thumbs, because some of them are brave like that, right? And I tell people all the time, you on YouTube cussing me out, and you're saying derogatory things up under my mother and all this. People, I have a long list of people that I've blocked from the channel. And I have a long list of people up under my mother, this and that. But they're always from a hidden account. And you know, I always say to them, see me when you see me. Because I don't do the social media beef thing. You're hiding behind an account. You're not brave. You see my face? This is my face card. This go everywhere that I go. I can't take it off and leave it anywhere. So when I go to the road now, as the platform grows more, I hear SouFLo, yo, SouFLo. And sometimes it makes me paro because I'm not that kind of a person where running at every little thing. I'm the kind of person, even though I'm tall, I'm big, I'm the kind of person that makes myself really small in real life and hide up so and watch from a distance. I'm not up and out, and it's not my personality. But my face apparently can't hide no more. See? So when I speak, I have to remember that I carry this face everywhere I go. And also karma. I carry this face everywhere. Listen to me. When I speak, I must remember that I carry this face everywhere I go. And also karma. But for them, they can hide and create multiple accounts and say some derogatory, nasty things. And then when you meet them in person, what was SouFLo a long time? I support the channel, you know, and big up yourself, man. But then from you have 50 subscribers. Yo, you do the thing, dog. Yeah, you know, I like it. I was in Florida. I was in Fort Lauderdale for a movie premiere. A virgin of mine, shout out to Brilliant. He did a movie. He's a director, producer, all this. So he did a movie, and we went for the premiere of the movie. And brother, me not lie, the way how, but you see, my antennas are always up though. Me know somebody will go in a public high and drunk and don't know which part they are and all that. I'm sharp as hell. So him energy alone, me don't see the youth that steer me down, and I look at me mean somewhere. But I'm catching him from side view, and I don't even turn my head that way. You know me, I deal with people, what and everybody. Yeah, all right. Nice. Yo, SouFLo, you're there. Yeah, man, big up yourself. Come support Brilliant thing, you know. Yeah, come over here to take a picture, man, and all this. And all the time I watch a youth, you know. Yeah, screw face. So when I do this, I was like, 1, 2, 3. Bam! I make eye. Watch a man face. You go from to what SouFLo, long time I support the eye now. Yeah, man, big up yourself, man. And as I was walking away, it was like, big up yourself, man. And the face changed like that. The face changed like that. But you mean I movie theater, I have my gun for me, I say, no, I walk straight to the car, which part it there, because I never park far from the front door anyway. And yeah, we inside, but I know how these people get down. So I'm not around putting none of them people here, but these hypocrites, ladies are just need to just be truthful. All right. You say a God you push, you say a Christianity, you think that and all that. Be like Christ or be more Christ-like. See, don't come over here, come beat down the content creators and talk about them. I talk about we like them and use with stuff like them to have no content and all that. It's not. That's not how it goes, ma'am. We have high respect for you, right? That's why we're not drag you. And your thing is your thing. The little beef did festive the other day between you and Spice. And we're gonna left it right there, so. See? But we wish you all the best. Live on the air with SouFLo this morning. Good morning.
Yeah, well done, brother. Good morning.
My day and family warm.
Yeah, bless up everybody in the chat today. See?
So what talk to now?
I have 2 things more I said here. One of them you might address because you might have more information about it than me. But with what ladies are say about the social media thing, it not really makes sense to me. And here this is what. She has said somebody a pop up on a watch and wait. Right now, if a spy shatter going on YouTube, she gives Spice the perfect opportunity to watch her if that's what she's worried about, without she even knowing that Spice is watching.
Same so.
Spice can use her official YouTube page and watch her, and she can't know the only time she can handle for is this Spice thing.
Same.
On Instagram it's different because and whenever live, everybody will start watching, it shows you say that person you are watching.
Right.
You get what I say?
Right.
Yeah, so that part don't make no sense to me.
Our money she want, man. She want her coins. She wasn't getting her coins. She probably get donations over on Instagram and whatnot, but her platform isn't monetized there, so she not get her coins. So and she wants our money. I mean, not blame her for that. Everybody want the money, especially when what you do is time consuming. But don't twist it up.
But say that for that.
Exactly. That may I say deal with truth.
Yeah, say that for that. And the next thing we want to ask us from the whole thing a spiral from the RT boss thing with Spice and her name get called up. I've been asking myself this question and we can't get an answer. Is she a part of a church or is she run her own thing?
We don't know enough. I think she's running her own thing because I see she have her seal, which is her logo. That means she run her own thing. It's Marion Hall Ministries or something like that.
Why I want to ask, the first part of it is, how did she become an ordained pastor?
She ordained herself.
Okay, and secondly again, if she's a part of a church, nobody reprimand her for the way she behaves. Because normally, if you're a part of a church, whether you're a pastor or not, there's somebody above you who can reprimand you, or a group of people who can reprimand you when you step out of line.
Same.
And me not see nobody do that. Because normally back in the day when they're at church or at Jamaica, if a deacon get a girl in a church pregnant or they find out them a cheat on his wife, they call a meeting.
Right.
And repercussions follow.
Right.
So with all other foolishness with Marion Hall or Minister Marion Hall and do
nobody there to check her.
Exactly. So she now gonna stop. When the urge take her again, she lash out, she gonna lash out again.
And then
that part they may not understand.
Yeah, well, it is what it is. It is what it is. You make sense, that's all. Yeah. But hey, hear what? End of the day, just deal with truth. That's all me care about. Nobody and leave the tracing thing alone. Because you talk about the spirit of something show up and sabotage show up and you know who you watch her from what angle and like just leave all that alone. Just stay upon your God words and your message where you have for the people and all these kind of stuff and left it right. That's all. It's not like she have one foot in the market and one foot over the side of the church and it not gonna work. You know? But
exactly. But so can you imagine our wife being invited to a church one Sunday and I see pastor move the pulpit and start cuss out somebody in a church. Excuse me, pulpit.
Wait, I'm telling you one story. I'm telling you one story. I have one auntie, a man auntie, she big and strong, you know. She's actually called herself a Christian lady in New York, she there. And she up on a bus I got church in the morning, seeing she one of them big thick Bible there. And she used the Bible one morning beat a man. You know, not the man you feel like him could have fight a woman because she a woman, although she big still enough. She give him some rotted lick. Brother, listen up, almost unconscious. Police arrest her all these things. And we have to rescue her from New York, car come to Florida. And it turns out she had an episode and lost her mind in her bus, right? But hear me, auntie. She said this morning she had to put Jesus to the side and handle a situation. And she did. So yeah, if their church I ever see that, I wouldn't be too surprised.
Like what the Bible she used as a weapon, the police should have excused her.
She was beating the word of the Lord into him. Yeah.
No, sir.
Yeah.
No one never
She was beating the word of the Lord into him, my friend.
Yeah, but here me have to say before me leave still. One thing me can tell you, since Mr. Ladies are forward, me can't listen to Marion Hall no more. Me can't tell her that.
See it. So
and that is no disrespect, but with how she react as Minister Marion Hall, me prefer listen to Ladies because we know what to expect from Ladies.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
With Minister like iffy. Because the message now make no sense.
See it. Well, whoever I follow her, and I wish her all the best. We're gonna leave it there, so.
No, of course.
No, me know you talk your personal opinion. Me just I say.
Yeah.
For me, I wish her all the best, and we're gonna leave it there, so.
I want to tell her say when she start that YouTube page, if she don't start again, you're going to see how much people are gonna follow.
Yeah, man, but good luck for her.
We all know.
I want her to do it.
Listen, people, there are a lot of people. You as a YouTuber, so you know. There are people who need to be led and need somebody to look up to. So
there you go.
That's a simple thing.
Right.
Simple thing.
Right. And she's a leader in that sense then.
Exactly.
She led many in dancehall, so I'm sure she can lead many in church as well. Seeing if that part she choose. So again, more power. I will be tuning in because I want so I go on over there too.
No.
See?
And the thing is, been a good PR still when she just going to church, but the last couple things that we see she are going with that make it do it. But anyway, pick up yourself and pick up the platform.
Manners and respect, brother. All right.
Yes,
all right. Listen, somebody say, are you going to talk about Lady Saw all morning? No, we're not. We're going to move on right now. And thanks for keeping me on track, but it's something get to for always sometime. Let me close that by saying this though. One thing I never like to do is judge a human being off of like one reaction or one action, unless you did something like rape or something like that. But me not like to judge people off of one action. You might see SouFlo do a one outburst. I'm gonna hear your mama bumba blood clot something, and you're like, oh my God, I didn't know words like that could come out of his mouth. Listen, I'm unsubscribing. I don't want to hear no more video from him again. I don't want to support nothing he does again. All this other stuff, and we forget that people are people. And sometimes the people who actually turn on you and be like, oh my God, I don't want to hear nothing from him again. Didn't know such nasty words could come out of his mouth. them same one day them yard I talk, but under your mama bumbo clot, and then them go church Sunday morning and say, hallelujah, oh hallelujah, hallelujah, and I speak in tongues and everything. See? So I don't want to be a hypocrite in life. I don't want to be a hypocrite in life. So I'm not judge this off and look at something happened the other day. It's all good. All right, it's all good. She and them can go work out them thing. They're all in the entertainment industry. And one day the whole of them are gonna bump fists and share hugs, and you're still gonna be left outside in the dark. So big up to the whole of them on that. And on that note, we're moving right along. Exit stage left. That's true. All right, so ladies start off on the board this morning, Minister Marion Hall. I'll be tuning in over on the YouTube platform, so you have a subscriber already. All right, Shenseea, and then let's talk about Lila Ike. We're not gonna stay too long on the Shenseea thing. Shenseea do our thing. It's good to see dancehall music crossing over again in a major way, because on her debut album is about to drop soon, right? She's about to go on Jimmy Kemmel. She's scheduled for Jimmy Kemmel for March 3rd. She's going to be on Jimmy Kemmel. You know that's a huge platform. When you hit Jimmy Kemmel live, you have arrived. Okay? So she's basically has arrived. Not only that, I'm watching how she's being embraced by all the others from that are outside of our culture, dancehall, reggae, something. And I'm watching, and she's welcomed into the fold, right? She's a part of them now, them a part of her now. Her name is starting to become more on people's tongues. Well, I shouldn't say people's tongues because the lick something, but her name is starting to become household names. If y'all remember when Shaggy first came out, and then Shaggy started doing his collabs and all that, making his rounds, and then his name went from just we Jamaican people will know it to it over here, so over there. So then his household and top of the line bookings today, right? Same thing. I see this going on with Shenseea. So more power to them for that. Her new album have people on it like Beanie Man, Sean Paul, that are from our era, right? Are from our era. And other people on there like Offset, which is Cardi B's husband. Mr. Somebody said, you better watch Offset around Shenseea because Offset got a type. If you look on Shenseea and look on Cardi B, you know, it kind of, but me not gonna stir that. I'll just wait for that one to pop off, and if it ever does pop off. But she's doing music with a lot of people. I've seen her in the studio with Juicy J, Grammy Award winner, 3-6 Mafia, Juicy J. Worked with Katy Perry and all these other big people. So Shenseea make her rounds, and she's doing quite well in that aspect of things. The article for Shenseea says, again, I'm going to run through it quickly, with Shenseea counting down the weeks to her album release, her team is in full promotion mode. Maybe that's what holding hands with London on the Track was about. Or maybe she just sweet on London on the Track. I don't know. He's famous. He is in the industry. He has links and pulls. Me no know, I never mentioned no Vibes Cartel upon them, but we all know. I did not know about Shenseea until me hear Ludi. And me say, who this cartel co-signed because the song sound bad. And it was that from then on. So we already know that's who put her in there. 5 minutes past Shenseea, because I really want to talk about, spend the last 15 minutes talking about Lila. Her team is in full promotion mode, and on Wednesday, Apple Music announced that Shenseea, who they describe as a global artist now, will be featured on its Up Next program. That is on Apple Music on its Up Next program, which is a monthly artist initiative focusing on identifying, showcasing, elevating, and raising talent. Shenseea depend that. As part of the program, Shenseea is introduced to her audience through the Apple Music short film, which is shot entirely on iPhone. She is interviewed by Apple Music, number one host, which is Nadashka, I think her name is, and asked about her career and her rise in dancehall music. And she will appear on the late night TV performance on Jimmy Kemmel Live on March 3rd. On June 2021, Jamaica artists Spice, Shaggy, Sean Paul rocked Jimmy Kemmel Live with a performance of their hit called Go Down There. Created and hosted by popular comedian Jimmy Kemmel, a show to broadcast that is broadcasted on late night mainstream television in the United States of America on ABC Network. She has arrived. She is there. Remember, we said I haven't seen a dancehall, somebody from the dancehall space, make it over to the big stage yet. She's there. Jimmy Kemmel, Spice did it already, so nobody can come and say, see that? She do it before Spice do it, because you know the competition is stiff. And I don't want people to walk away thinking it's always hostility with the competition. Dancehall has always been a place of competition, and you have to perform at the highest level, else you can't survive in the genre. Even if you come and get a one hit, you won't be able to survive in the genre, because talent doesn't fly out of the gate like this. Every day is a new artist rise up. You know, see in Jamaica right now, 90% of the youth them is artists or want to be artists. So, and a lot of them are very talented. So you got to be on your stuff, right? But a lot of them were not passing or crossing over. We want to see some international stuff where we can say, yo, yeah, that's ours. I remember one time she did just start out. Here we have it. So with that said, whether she dealt with London on the track or not, that is for them business and all that. Big up to them. Whether it was publicity stunt or not, it's working. And again, if people are not talking about you, then you're non-existent. So she understands, and her team does understand, it was important to get Megan Thee Stallion to hug her up in her leg them. So long out her tongue, so and go on like she go lick Shenseea upon her parts and all these things. It went far. Everything else they did, it went far. She's in public, holding hands, locking fingers with him. London on the track, which is, I believe, Summer Walker's baby daddy. And next artist, getting kind of messy, but it's all publicity. And that's how the thing works. You're saying the song flopped, but the song didn't flop. The song didn't flop. And I could do a whole different show to show you that that song didn't flop. It did its numbers. It did what it was supposed to do. The song might not have been #1, top of the charts, and sold 1 million copies the first few days out the gate. But it did what it was supposed to do, trust me. And now she's where she has always wanted to be. That, right? That's all. So we're going to left that now, and we're going to go to the more serious topic of the morning, which is Lila Ike. Because, you know, Lila Ike came out and said that she is a woman that so happens to do reggae music, sing reggae music, and she's into women. Whole heap of fire burn. Whole heap of people were upset. Now, here what? Lila, let me see if I can find this picture for you. Lila Ike actually put out some pictures before, right? And you have to understand, say, Jamaican man them, especially because it was a lot of men that were bashing her after she said she into women. And, you know, it's like all hope was lost. All hope was lost. So you don't come give the people them things like this look upon and then talk about you into women. Cause every man was hopeful. See? So these are the pictures, and there are more of them on social media. You know, she body strong and thing, and she look a certain kind of way and these kind of things. And man did I said, Jesus Christ, like me that work with it, and me that work, and me that you know, put in some overtime on it and all these things. And then she said she was into women and all hope was lost, right? So them start beat her bad about that. But the real thing was, I was very concerned about how she disappeared. I remember, you know, when we covered that already, but just to reiterate, after coming out saying what she said, the message that went along with that is she was broken, and she was broken by men. And every man she has ever known had broken her. And it's not only her. She saw her mom go through it and her grandmother go through it. So she was actually just talking about generations of watching women in her family being broken by men, whether it was through rape and abuse, and then, you know, domestic violence and all these things, which kind of steered her in a different way through her own experience with them and her trauma. And we talked about that for a long time. It ended with that live video where she was telling the dread, she was like, come over here, so stand up with me now, stand up with me, so it was like, them are gonna kill me, them are gonna do me something, and then boop, the video went off, and we were like, what the, like, is this real? Where is, because I was on the live, I was watching it, and then she disappeared. And people wanted to know, like myself, is she okay, right? Basically, is she okay? So 3 months after worrying posts on social media, Lila Ike says that she is focused on healing. I don't know if you watch Yendi, but Mr. Wifey, I watch it and I start watch it with her. So big up to Yendi and her show. Yendi have the show where, you know, that you can go actually see them in a safe space, sit and talk and explore. Countless people have been on Yendi's show. I tune into it now all the time as well. I haven't watched the Lila thing, but I'm going to watch it today. Now, Indignation Act said she's Indignation, a part of Diggy Stuff. That's his band called Indignation. She said that she was recently diagnosed with bipolar disorder and that her breakdown that we saw came after sleepless nights and mounting paranoia. Within that moment, I'm scared, I'm paranoid. I'm thinking that the only way to protect myself is for me to go on live, because there's no way that he's gonna hurt me on live in front of everybody watching. That's what she said, right? The 27-year-old said that on Sunday on an episode of Odyssey with Yendi. Speaking to the host, Yendi Phillips, the I Spy singer did not delve much into those details, but she said that she's been recognizing and she has been removing her triggers. She said, I've completely removed myself from social media altogether. She started, I haven't been on Instagram, Twitter, anything, because going on those spaces, I know what to expect. I know what, I think, ladies, how do you read this? I know what to expect. I know what I'm going to see. So that's the first thing that I did, was take ourselves off of it. And sometimes you do. You have to take yourself away from this stuff sometimes, right? She has also recognized the link between her not sleeping and having the manic episodes, revealing that the first time it happened was in 2018, except she wasn't aware. Ike said that she was around the Indignation principal, which is protege at the time, who observed what was transpiring and he got her to calm down. I just remember the same thing, feeling very paranoid and very scared and thinking that everybody is out to get me kind of thing. She dismissed it at the time when it first happened, and she had been smoking marijuana. And she chalked it up to consuming bad weed. Maybe I got a bad strain of weed. Now, if you're a person that has issues already, ganja is not for you, because it will take your mind to places where you feel like you're having an out-of-body experience while you're, and this has personally happened to me, right? Where you feel like, well, I was going through a lot of stuff one time in my life, I'm gonna burn some herb. I mean, I tell you, I thought I was gonna be stuck like that for the rest of my life, right? So I can truly relate to the whole paranoia, feeling like everybody's out to get you, your mind's racing 100 miles per hour. It's like, run. No, don't run. Walk. Go get something to eat. Sit down. Stand up. Look who around you. Walk outside. Catch some fresh air. Come back inside. No, go. No, stop. Don't go. Calm down. Okay, you can't calm down. Run. And, you know, it's a weird feeling. And it's not necessarily hallucination. Hallucination is when you're seeing stuff that is actually not there. This is in your mind. This is happening. See? So this is the difference. It's just these paranoid thoughts, and they start multiplying so fast, and your mind start racing to where you have no control of it. And it just going, and you're trying to slow yourself down and process. Me wash my face, me look for myself in the mirror, me talk to myself. You want to see me in the mirror, me big out me eye them, me close my eye, me come back, me talk to them. This is real thing, anxiety. But the anxiety is a level that it's almost like the walls are closing in on me, like the ceiling is coming down. Yo, one time they're around some white people, see, and they're cool as hell. They listen to reggae music and chill and everything, and we feel like a ganja them are burn alone. And one of them said, make we go do some shrooms. And I said, what does it do? Right? And what does it do? It make you feel high or whatever. One of them start laugh and said, no, the last time we were at the park The trees were chasing us, and we were like running for what felt like hours, bro. The trees were chasing us, and then the grass started being wavy like this. So I'm running and I'm trying not to fall in. And I was like, no, I'm okay. I'll pass. I'll hang out, but I'll pass. And ever since then, it was like, I'm not drinking nothing from these people. I never said it to them. I just put that in my mind. You know, I drink nothing from you. You know, there was a story out about a youth that went to Jamaica on a vacation. It's a cup of tea, them boil game. But it was a cup of mushroom tea. And the brother trip off and has been on that trip for over a decade now. Never came back out of his trip. So these psychedelic things that some people do, that's not what Lila was doing. She said she had she thought it was, you know, boy, as a bad strain of ganja and it bang up my head a certain way. John, no, me not use that one day again. Or whoever I got it from, I'm not gonna get from them again. But it was more than that. It was your inner turmoil that was going on combined with something that may have been hallucinogenic, may have been, you know, and she went through that. Now, sorry, but before I answer this phone call, let me finish this. Some people are going to be vindictive, right? And chalk it up to, I excuse the girl I met. A lie she a tell. She gay for a long time, a woman she love. She'll come out and talk about bipolar. How long it take them to come up with that, the excuse that, and all that? I'm not that type of person. I'm not in your life. I don't know that. I'm not your person, body. Me don't know what your experience. So I don't downgrade people's stuff. I watched when she came out and said stuff about being abused, molested, raped, and all that. And I watched a lot of people, especially the men, skip over that to condemn her for saying she's into women. And I thought that was foul as hell. Because how can you condemn her for that, but you won't address the other part that possibly led her into that direction and stuff like that, you know? So we try to keep the thing 100. Mental health is a hell of a thing within our community because of how our community is trained to look at mental health already. Yeah, you're cast to the side, you're something wrong with him, and yeah, him frig up or them obia him or something like that, and people just left you and left you out there. Nobody now look after you and I say, you know, looking out for you and these kind of things. Bipolar never come out until the gay news. Yeah, well, a lot of things came out. So she had no obligation to come out and tell about she was gay before. She had no obligation to come out and tell her she was bipolar before. This is her personal life. Us as people tend to think that these people who are famous owe us their personal life. They don't. You know them for music, right? So it is her music that she's giving to you, and it's her music she want to be viewed through, not her bedroom antics, not her personal life. The actors you see on the screen, they want you to see them in the movies, in their art that they study and perform and get paid to do. They don't want you to find out about or in a them bedroom and all these things. So we kind of go on like we own up people sometimes, and mental health is a hell of a thing. See, and in comes the with the princess this morning. Yeah. So we don't own nobody, man. So otherwise, she says, I've been at home thinking, just doing a lot of research for the people who care about her. She said she's been at home thinking, doing a lot of research, reading up a lot on mental health, and reading a lot about bipolar disorder, and just realizing that right now my lifestyle is going to have to be centered around that, around the bipolar disorder and around bettering myself or living with what is, right? Live on the air, last phone call for the morning.
Yo, brother.
Yes, my lord.
Who them did say raper is a man out.
All right, here what? We're not gonna perpetuate that narrative there because she never tell nobody about who rape her. And this is where me kind of I wish that only people who had a sensible platform were allowed to do YouTube, but it's not. It's social media and it's for the world. So when fair story break now, people run with it. See,
So I lie.
People run with it.
I lie. Queen Africa taught them when she said it wasn't a man raper, it's a woman raper.
How would Queen Africa know that, my lord?
Because them are Rasta, the whole of them link together.
No, man. Queen Africa, you see Queen Africa say that?
Them not tell us a week, me hear it, man. Me see it, man.
You see Queen Africa say that?
Yeah, man.
All right. Send me that link there.
Born out, man.
Send me that link
Born
there.
out.
You know what I say? Send me that link there. Let me see when Queen Africa said that. Now, if Queen Africa said that, Queen Africa is out of place. Sorry, mommy. Come. I know what you want. Here. You see, my daughter.
That's why when she tried to use the rape thing to get across, and I make it look. First of all, she don't want to tell us it's a man rape or not, because she want to use her brain enough to make you think say it's a man really rape her, and that's why she run down a woman. But a woman rape a man, and that's why she go over that side because she like the rape she get. Isn't it?
No, brother. I'm not gonna prolong the one this morning, so we'll talk later. Here.
Mm-hmm.
All right. No more phone call for the morning. Me not prolong the argument there. That's a no. That's a foolishness talk. And that's a brother will always call and talk sense. So you see, it goes to show that you listen to people sometimes and you give people a chance to speak, and they might get sense out of them, and then you might get nonsense out of the same people that bring you sense. Sometimes we're humans. See? But with that said, answer me this. How the hell would Queen Africa know about her whole life story? How would she know? Even if, say it was a woman that did that to her once, right? How you know some man never do that to her 4 or 5 times before that? You don't know, right? They are trying to spin the narrative, and I'm not talking about Queen Africa, because you hear what I ask him? Did you see Queen Africa say that? If you did, send me the link. Until I see her say that, I'm not involving Queen Africa in this. I'm just saying I know that narrative. It was out there. People did put that narrative out there, but I know who put that narrative out there. I'm gonna mention them name. The person that put that narrative out there, hint, had an issue with Spice when Spice was going to do the show over in Canada at the LGBTQ festival. All right, and them catch up in a them roo-rah-rah after that. Now, you're gone, babe? All right, love you later. But bigger than that, it is not for us to say who did it, when it happened, all that. Just know that it happened to her, right? She came out and said that it happened to her, and that's all we need to know. And now the only other thing we should be doing is hoping that she finds healing. You see me? Hope and not prolong the negative as in, oh, she did that because you see, I said it. Not prolong the negative because, oh, she look excused because of that she on a long time. But no, she realized the backlash. She have to go backtrack and say, you say you want to talk on TV? All right, I have to go because she run the place and she say go. Daddy have to go up in my lippy. Let me end this by saying this. It's her time. Let me end this by saying this. If you're not going to wish her well, just leave it alone. All right? And if you're passing along that negative about a woman do this and that to her and she wants saying that, just know that what you're doing, you're passing around some negative energy. You remember we talked about negative energy earlier this morning, right? All right. Right back. See? Leave it right there, sir. Let me go take care of my princess. Big up on yourself. Manners and respect to each and everybody. And to Lila, I was wondering what was going on with you. I'm about to go sit down and watch Wendy right now, or when wifey come back from the gym later on, me and she watch it together, and these things. Your mental space is of the utmost importance over everything else. All right? And to those of you out there, take care of your mental space. See? Toxic world we living in, or a world full of toxic people. I'm out. Peace. Tell them how demanding you are. Tell them. So when I want my daddy have to come. Not true. And when I say I want stuff, he gotta get it for me. Not true. Have our own mind and personality, you know. Say bye-bye, mommy. Say bye-bye. No, say bye-bye. Give me binky. No, give me a binky. Yeah, master. All right, so see it there. And then she get that from her mother for sure. Give me binky. Janelle, give me the binky. Go say bye to the people. You say bye? All right, peace.